EU is bigger loser. Terror expert dismantles Barnier's security threats with simple point. Speaking to RT News, the security expert argued the EU will suffer from missing out on the gold standard intelligence the UK provides to the Brussels bloc on terrorism if Mr Barnier continues to put UK post-Brexit security on the negotiating table. Mr Lowe claimed France, Germany and other EU member states have been trying to reach UK standards when it comes to counter-terrorism and will be the biggest losers if the UK was left out on EU security intelligence sharing post-Brexit. He said, "I see this as beyond cherry-picking. I'll be honest, this is my personal view. I think this is quite spiteful of the EU to raise this. I understand that with trade, tariffs, customs issues, of course, with the UK leaving the EU they're up for negotiations. But this is a two-way street and the EU has benefited from the UK passing on of intelligence." Europol itself, Rob Wainrose was a UK police officer. He shook up Europol and increased its efficiency and effectiveness. He set up the European Counter-Terrorism Center with Europol and enhanced the effectiveness of it. So, there's been a lot of benefits to this and the UK as a gold standard of intelligence sharing. A model that France, Germany and others are looking to emulate and incorporate. France has suffered so many terrorist attacks and what came out is they don't talk to each other. We learned that lesson from 2005. I'm not saying that we're perfect but we have a better system and we're always looking to improve it. But it's a two-way street so I think they're cutting their nose off to spite their face if they just completely blank us. I think the EU will be a bigger loser than the UK but we'll have to wait and see. The EU chief negotiator said Britain's police and intelligence agencies will be frozen out of the European Arrest Warrant Initiative and banned from accessing EU criminal justice databases. He also urged Theresa May to show more realism about future cooperation with Brussels on terrorism and other international crime. Mr Barnier's broadside came less than 2 weeks after EU Exit Secretary David Davis praised the European Arrest Warrant and the European Criminal Records Information System, ECRIS, for protecting the public on both sides of the Channel. In his speech to diplomats and security chiefs in Vienna, the Brussels diplomat claimed Britain had to accept its security relationship would change after leaving the bloc. He said, "We will need to cooperate on a different basis. That is a challenge in itself. The UK has decided to leave the EU, its institutions, structures and safeguards. It will be a third country outside the EU's legal order.